treatment for the left AIC pattern, that right there, my goal is, again, reciprocal alternating activity. So I want to get from this state right here to this state. So from right stance to left, and I want to be able to go back and forth like this. We call that walking in some circles. Okay, so first order of business, again, these joints, the iliopubal on the left is flexed, abducted, and externally rotated. The ischiopubal on the left is extended, adducted, and internally rotated. And the iliosacral joint is internally rotated. Okay, flip-flop that, you have the other side, the right. Okay, so first order of business is achieving some sagittal plane control. And so if I'm in the pattern and I want to facilitate my right posterior outlet, that's usually top priority. The way that this goes is we usually do some sort of crisscrossing in each direction. The right posterior outlet, I'm going to use my right rectus femoris and sartorius to pull this flexed. When I do that, see what happens to the other side. It comes back. Okay, so I'm pulling myself towards left stance. Okay, so what I did there was I turned on my right posterior inlet by doing that. Next order of business is we want to turn on the left anterior outlet. Okay, so what I want to achieve in the frontal plane is I want to abduct this outlet so my femur is able to adduct. Okay, and the muscles I will use to perform that will be my iliococcygeus and obturator internus, as well as the big boy, the ischiocondylar adductor, which would be on the femur. So that's going to pull this adducted outlet right there into abduction. Next order of business is in the transverse plane. Again, we're going to focus on the left side here for this. And so I went right anterior inlet, turned on, or posterior inlet, excuse me, right anterior, or left anterior outlet. Next, what I'm going to do is go left posterior inlet, turning that on, okay, to pull me into iliosacral external rotation, which concomitantly pulls my iliopubal joint into internal rotation. And the way I do that is via my left iliacus, which would be right here, and the left anterior glute med, which does that. Okay, so now that I've gotten my left position, I'm going to put the finishing touches on with my right swing phase by getting right iliosacral external rotation. And the way I will do that is working on the right posterior outlet. And the muscles that I will use will be the piriformis, the coccygeus, and my man, the right glute max, to pull this iliosacral joint into internal rotation, thus pulling that further forward, thus helping me achieve left stance.